I guess I'm here today to talk about a tale of two cities, your fascinating New York City and my beloved Baltimore. The Northeast Maryland Waste Authority was created to take advantage of these advancing technology, primarily developed in Europe, and they created this authority to develop a new project. As no one in the United States wanted to use the I word, we called this smokeless incinerator the Waste Energy Facility, even though the Europeans have no hesitation about using the word incinerator. In 1979, there was a failed experimental pyrolysis plant in Baltimore that was funded as an experiment by the US government, and it became known as the Paralysis Plant by the neighbors. The authority's mission was to replace this failed pyrolysis plant with a waste energy facility based on European technology that at the time was proven, and also to develop a new waste energy facility in Harford County to supply steam to an Army base and close the Army's landfill. You might want to know, was there opposition to these plans back in 1984? And I want to tell you that in 1984, the National Resources Defense Council and the Environmental Defense Fund endorsed the Brooklyn Navy Yard project and recycling plan with the caveat that the Advanced Air Pollution Control System be included. The authority projects today are 3 waste energy plants, one in Baltimore City, one in Harford County, and one in Montgomery County, Maryland. Our communities recycle between 38% and 52% of their refuse. The remainder of the trash goes either to waste energy facilities, of which we have 3, or to out-of-state landfills. We produce a total of 115 megawatts of power plus 500 million pounds of steam, which is about enough electricity for 80,000 single-family homes, in addition to heating and cooling for office buildings. This is the Baltimore City facility. It's prominently located in the gateway to our city, and you can see because it's surrounded by I-95 and then the 2 primary gateways into the city, 295 and 395. It's a 2,250 ton a day design, and it's 23 years old this year. We currently pay $37.50 to use this facility. Montgomery County, Maryland is a suburb of Washington, D.C. Of the total waste generated, currently 41% is recycled, 48% goes to the waste energy facility, and 11% is disposed. Montgomery County, interestingly, has the only mandated recycling program in the state of Maryland, and they even have trash police, as we call them, to enforce that. They have a comprehensive waste management and collection system. The facility is located in Dickerson, Maryland, and all the waste is brought in by train. We share a rail system with the next door power plant, which is a coal-fired plant, and we actually use their wastewater for our cooling system. The facility can process about 610,000 tons a year, and it's 11 years old. What's most interesting about this premier facility is the extensive amount of data monitoring and reporting that has been done on it. And I think this is the only one in the United States that's had this depth of investigation. First of all, we've done several extensive multi-pathway health risk assessment studies, which are peer-reviewed by EPA. And if you're not familiar with that, what it means is you sample the meat, the fish, the milk in the close area, and then examine it for toxins. These health risk assessments have shown no increased risk of disease from this facility. We also post our hourly emissions data on the web, so if you can't sleep one night, please dial in. And it's also the winner of the American Academy of Environmental Engineers Grand Prize for Operations and Management. It's essentially a power plant. This is an EPA map. This is a map of Maryland, if you don't recognize it. This is from EPA's website, and this is 1999 data, which is the most recent one they've posted. And what these bubbles represent are stationary sources of what they call criteria air pollutants. And you can see the big brown bubbles are the largest sources, and it goes all the way down to the little blue bubbles. I told you earlier, if you were paying attention, that there are 3 waste energy facilities, and I gave you the clue that one is next to a coal plant. So I ask you to figure out where one of these 3 waste energy facilities is in Maryland, and if you can guess. The green bubble is the waste energy facility I just showed you in Montgomery County, and the red bubble around it, looks like a donut, is the coal plant next door. The way we look at this in Maryland is that we need more power. We actually have a shortage of energy. You may have read about NSA, critical need for energy. They're right down the road from us. We feel that waste energy is a good source of power. And we feel that if you added more green bubbles to this map or the map of Maryland, it wouldn't make a significant difference in the air quality. In conclusion, we think that this technology is reliable and renewable, and we have the data, and we're welcome to share it for 23 years of operations. Thanks.